Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown. It's the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ball game.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
From the gun, Darnold. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Darnold. Lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Seahawks with 6 DBs out there. Third down coming up. Shotgun now, first round. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Darnold looking to throw. Complete to Walker on the check down. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Give up the gut to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Darnold. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
I'll tell you this, Kate. They doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. On play action, here's Stroud. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They run it from the gun with Chubb. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down, Houston.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
A loss of 2.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively tremendous anticipation, but even more, better execution.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To the air, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 26
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
There's a counter give to Chubb. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
For Christian Kirk.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now they send their back in motion right. Throwing this back in the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Dukes out a one-stop. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. First call here coming from the shotgun. Running back sent in motion. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line.
It's a loss of
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now Darnold. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got fourth down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. And again, it's Darnold. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. It's Walker on the option. Past midfield to the 45. And he gets this down to the 38. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
For a Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense set for a first and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
3rd and 16.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Go, 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 go!
Play fake, Darnold. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Jason Myers on for the field goal.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Myers' kick is good, and it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These 2 teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter.
Jason Myers.
Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. 2nd half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 28. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st down, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Man in motion, out of the slot. Stroud off the play fake. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. He has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Boye Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Stroud. Completed to his running back. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Chubb running out of the gun. He still has room inside the 30. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 3.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
This is Walker on 2nd. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Lassiter on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Darnold now to throw. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
So out now comes the punter. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
They begin the drive with Chubb. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Here's Chubb on second down. Now this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. A gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Third and a lone yard coming up. Again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans first down.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
Chubb here on first down. Blast through midfield. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down, Texans.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. The strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking, and that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
First down throw by Stroud. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Stroud off of play action. Right side cut by Higgins. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jaden Higgins. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
The Seahawks offense running out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
He'll throw it. Complete to Walker on the check down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks down by 7.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Darnold, first and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
The 39-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Setting up to pass. Cup on the catch. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
A gain of 10 yards.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here he is to throw. Horton down the field, and he's got it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
The clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10. Got him with a quick pass out wide. Broke through the tackle. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
It's a gain of 11.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
The 8-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Smith on the return. Jukes one defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out now come the Texans on offense. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
The Texans ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. 1st and 10, Darnold. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Now Darnold off the play action. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, a target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, It's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
Don't want their first overtime drive to stop now. They got to get 6 on 3rd down. And again, it's Darnold. This is Cup. That's Cup. And he's in. A huge touchdown to begin overtime, and they're in the driver's seat. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yeah.
When you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now for the extra point and a 7-point lead to defend here in overtime. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 10.
Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And it's a touchdown. The new overtime rules gave them a chance to answer, partner, and they came through. This game is not over yet. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Now for the point after to keep this one going. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans make it 17 all.
17.
Now, these new overtime rules have given us quite the game here, haven't they? Now it is next score wins as we're off again. Here's a return from the 7. Juke the defender. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, Darnold. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on second down. Now an inside give to Walker. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 coming up now. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Walker. Across midfield to the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40.
It's a gain
That's 16 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
First down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
When the rep, let's go, right here.
Throwing on first, here's Darnold. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Play fake, Darnold. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, a target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on third down.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To throw. Hits him on the out route. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
A 9-yard gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. As they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. And now the entire game rests on his next kick. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they only needed a field goal to end it as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate.